All right, folks. All right. Hello, hello. It's great to be back with you again on this 30th day, the 30th day of December. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and then we're going to go into a whole new year of opportunities. Now, many of us, we need that first day of the year as a pivot point, as a mile mark, as a starting point to have our best year yet, to do something to make our life better than it was in the past year, to embrace the things that maybe we didn't complete over 2024. Maybe 2024 was the first year of your 5-year plan. And so now you've got to reflect and review how you did on your first year of your 5-year plan or your 10-year plan. Um, and then approach how are you going to grandfather clause, if you will, into the next year what you did not complete this past year. But it is important to you to complete those things or that step or that task or that project, that goal. And so 2025 is, in my opinion, I believe, and I feel it, is going to be an even better year for so many people for so many reasons. And one of the greatest reasons is the fact that we live in a great country. We live on a great planet. We get to make our decisions. We get to make the choices. We're surrounded by choices every day. The trick is to make a decision upon the choices that you're presented with. Once you make a decision, then you've got to start doing. You got to be very determined and dedicated to commit to what it is you want to achieve. And so today on the Coach J show, and let me also share with you, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, hey, thank you so very much. Subscribe, share this with others as well. Let's get some numbers up there. I've just trying to get more people to subscribe. And if anything at all, that if you learn anything, if you grow from what I'm sharing with you, fantastic. Let me know. Share some love with me. Let me know that I'm making a difference in your life. Many times, what I have realized is that many people see what you're doing, and I want you to understand. I want you to embrace this. When you're posting things on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, even, and you're not getting comments and you're not getting likes, okay, that's okay. Just know that more people are seeing what you're putting out and they are impacted by what you're sharing if it's something that can help them to grow and to change their life. So they are. Just not everybody is button happy. In other words, not everybody is going to click like. Okay. And that's okay. You're still impacting. I've realized that if I only have like 3 likes, chances are I've had 15 people take a look. And out of those 15, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 have been impacted. And that's fantastic because I'm doing what I can to help the world be a better place. And if I don't get the likes, I don't get the comments, that's okay. I know I'm doing something different because that makes a difference because I know people are telling me these things. They come up to me. They see me someplace out and about. They see me at the mall. They see me at the grocery store. They see me anywhere in town. They say, "Hey Jay, I've watched your show, and what you said on this topic really made a difference. Help them to make some changes and adjustments in their life to really think about what they're doing." And so thank you, thank you. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do go over there and subscribe to that. There'll be a lot more videos popping up this next year, as well as the interviews. And I've been kind of laxed on the interviews, and I need to get back on that. So now that being said, my desk is falling apart here. That being said, let's get started today. What I want to share with you today is something I wrote a blog, and if you go over to our website and you go to my social media, you'll see the blog is actually on. If you go to jkgconsultants.com/blog, you'll see the blogs I've written, and this particular blog I put out. And what I thought I'd do is I would do a YouTube video on it, because here's what I know. My blogs are going to give you some great information. It's going to help you to make some great decisions and make some choices to help you have a better life. My platform is based on life coaching and leadership development, so it's all about life and leadership. Once in a while, we sprinkle in a little love and a little laughter too. Okay. Okay, life, leadership, love, and laughter. And uh, but what you're going to get on the blog is going to be to the point. What you're going to get on the video is a little bit more detailed, and that's why when I come onto the YouTube channel, the Coach J Show, I'm going to share with you more of what is intended in that blog. Okay, so you get greater details on that, and so I'm going to be reading from you, of course, from the blog. I'm just going to be hitting the highlights of it, and I'm going to expand on it. So, if you are curious about what my programs are and what my coaching programs and opportunities are, you can hit hashtag Ask Coach J, hashtag Ask Coach J, and you'll see a lot of stuff pop up with that. Okay, but also DM me. Send me a message. Send me a direct message. You can also go to the website, the email. Here, let me pop that up there, right down there below. You see that right there? That's the website, that's my email, and that's my phone number. If you do try to reach me by phone, please send me a text. Introduce yourself, please, not just by first name. Let me know what your last name is too, and what you're interested in, what you'd like to know more about, what you want to do, get connected. Also, don't forget that in the coaching programs, what we offer with JKG Consultants is we offer a first free coaching consultation that is 1 hour. Now, 1 hour long in a coaching consultation. I tell you what, many times we've had clients that actually were able to take what they learned in that first hour, get out there, grow and develop and become, and not need any required additional coaching. And that's fantastic. Many things require additional time. Many things require changes and adjustment and challenges and obstacles and the things you want to do to become who you want to become and achieve what you want to achieve is going to require more time, more dedication. And wow, my filter is really something. Okay. Woo, I look like I'm about 20 years younger. I don't know if I want to change that. That is something else. I thought, let me adjust and change. So let me go back and make this a little bit more realistic. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's a little more realistic. Okay. That was freaking me out. It looked like a Cupid doll. So anyway, go down there, text me, email me, go to the website, find the blog, and we'll get started here. Okay. So, what I want to talk to you today about is embracing the journey, the intentionality of coaching, which is the title of the blog. And we're going to go through that. And one of the images I created on there is that as a coach, I can show you the way, but you've got to be willing to be the one to go the way. I can show you the way, but you've got to go the way. Okay, and that's the one thing I've had with coaching clients. Sometimes they aren't willing to be as intentional, aren't willing to be as invested in their personal growth, other than financially, and they'll invest the money, but they won't actually do what it takes to get to where they want to go. So I'm going to get started here. Let me look at something real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, I want to make sure I got to check outside. Okay. Every once in a while, I got to check my security camera, see if there's anybody like delivery service or something like that popping up. So we're good there. All right. And I say that because I heard a boom. I'm like, what is going on out there? Could have been the sound barrier. So embracing the journey, the intentionality of coaching. You have a part to play as a coaching client. I have a part to play as a coach. Okay. Now, when I say client, I usually in my relationships with my clients, I let them know immediately. I am no longer going to refer to you as a client. We are partners for your success. We are partners for your success. I come alongside you, and we're going to do this together, and we're going to help you go through the process, develop a process, go through the process, commit to the process to get to the results. And so, client or customer is no longer a part of the language, right? So, but for the sake of this video, so you understand, client means I'm involved as a partnership with my coaching clients. So I believe it is a partnership. It's not just a transactional contract. It's a relationship, and I develop a strong relationship with my coaching partners. Okay. And help them along the way, and always there for them after the fact as well. So let's get started. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to read some and I'm going to expand some. So in the realm in the realm of personal and professional development, coaching serves as a powerful catalyst for transformation. Coaches are equipped with tools, strategies, and insights that can illuminate the path forward. However, as the quote aptly states, as a coach, I can show you the way, but you must be the one willing to go the way. This sentiment emphasizes a crucial truth. The journey to success is not solely the responsibility of the coach. It is equally dependent, and I want to say the word equally, okay? Not more than, not less than, but equally dependent on the commitment and intentionality of the client. If you're not willing to show up so you can go up, okay, then I don't want your money. As a coach, the one thing I know is I don't do this for the money. I'll be honest with you. Um, I don't need to do this for a living. It's not what I do for a living, and it's something I love to do. Now, am I going to charge you? Yeah, I'm going to charge you, okay? Because I am a firm believer that you're only invested as much as your pocketbook is involved, okay? And most people that aren't invested in something, if they're financially not invested, they're not going to be personally invested. Okay, because it's an easy out for them. So financially, a financial investment in the coaching programs is you investing your time, investing your energy. You're not just investing your dollars, you're investing your time and your energy and your focus, your commitment to it. That's what it's about. So it's a level of commitment and accountability. So, um, so let's talk about the role of the coach real quick. The role of the coach, a skilled coach acts as a guide, providing direction and support. They can help their clients identify their goals, clarify their vision, and develop actionable plans. Actionable plans. Okay. Coaches possess the experience and knowledge to challenge the clients, encouraging them to step outside their comfort zones and embracing change. Something that's very hard for people to do is embrace change. You want change, but embracing that change, that's a different story. It's hard. Sometimes we just want change to happen, like the seasons, right? Winter, you know good and well that spring's coming. After that, then summer, then fall, and sometimes spring and fall are very short. It's like suddenly it's summer, suddenly it's winter, okay? With a guest appearance by spring and fall, okay? Or autumn, if you want to call it autumn. And but it takes you being very intentional and purposeful and being active in that. Um, and getting out of that comfort zone, embracing the change. However, this guidance is most effective when paired with the coach's active or the client's active participation in the process. It, Coaches don't give answers. I think there is a misunderstanding. Sometimes people think of coaches as a counselor or somebody who is a mentor. Now, a coach can be those things, but predominantly, a coach is not a counselor. A coach is not a mentor. A coach is someone who helps you discover the answers for yourself that you already have. And here's why. Here's why it's important to get a good coach, a quality coach, somebody who understands the process of what a coach is, the nuances of what a coach is. Okay, coaches don't give answers. Coaches dig for answers from you. And we do that by asking the right questions, questions upon questions. We do that based upon personal experiences. That one we may have experienced ourselves, one that other clients may have experienced, and we help them to resolve their issues or overcome challenges and obstacles, and also just based upon the fact that the level of emotional intelligence for a coach is many times higher than non-coaches, if you will, counselors or mentors. Counselors are good at digging in for things, but they're digging for stuff from the past. What a coach wants to do is take you into the future. The future is what you want. The future is what you're grasping for. That's what you're going after. Okay, you're trying to get away from the past and you're trying to lean towards the future. That's what a coach does. It's help you move forward. If you're still having to deal with things in the past, then what you need is an actual counselor. Now, Jay Goff, Coach Jay, is not a counselor. I don't want to be a counselor. It's not something I aspire to be. It's nothing that I ever desire to be. I don't want to be a counselor, okay? Because I don't want to help you go back and revisit the past and end up living there, okay? I want to get you to a place where you can move forward, okay, from here. Matter of fact, if you're ready to move forward, that's when you want to coach, okay? And so the role of the coach, continue on. Coach can outline a map. We can help you develop a strategy. But without the client's willingness to traverse the terrain, the journey remains unfulfilled. This highlights the importance of recognizing that coaching is a partnership. I'll say it again, partnership. I want you to think about that. I want that to be in your brain. A coaching relationship with their clients is a partnership. Okay. It requires collaboration, it requires communication, and it requires a shared commitment to your growth. If you want to become better tomorrow than you were yesterday, then you got to invest in that today. You've got to invest in you today. We got 2025 coming up, and the new year is always commonly the marker for, or the starting point, the kickoff point for people to change their lives. When, quite honestly, the best time to change your life is yesterday. Second best time is today. You know, I have a saying I always love to share. It's a when would now be a good time to fill in the blank. So, when would now be a good time to grow? When would now be a good time to invest in yourself? When would now be a good time to get a coach? You know, I've heard it said, and you may have heard it said, you know, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. But if you want to go faster and farther, get a coach. Okay. If you want to go faster and farther, get a coach. Now I've always heard the first two lines, but the third line I threw in there because I truly believe that with a coach, and I know this personally because I've had coaches. I have coaches. I have mentors. For me to be where I am today, doing what I do today, living the life I live today, didn't come by my own strength. It came through the belief and the encouragement and the support of my coaches helping me to achieve and be successful. Okay. And as long as there's breath in me, I will continue to have a coach. Why? Because as long as I have breath, I am going to continue to grow. Growing is a daily part of my agenda. What am I going to learn different today? Not just about myself, but what am I going to learn that I can help others grow as well? And what I'm helping others grow through is what I have personally gone through. Okay. I will help you grow through what I have grown through and my life experiences. You know, I've experienced some things years ago that I wouldn't wish on anybody. I mean, I really wouldn't. And my mentor has been highly encouraging me to develop a program for that to help others overcome the similar experiences. Because I am the proven results of how a person can be successful in spite of the past, my experiences. And I can help you do that because why? I've been there, done that. Man, I tell you what, especially in the men's ministry, man, I love to help men overcome the challenges, help them become better men, husbands, fathers, and leaders, right? But those are things that I had to overcome and to become that myself. And that's why you need somebody in your corner that has empathy, that can understand, that has walked the line, that has overcome the challenges and the obstacles. How did they do that? You've got a challenge. Now, here's what I know. As a coach, I don't have to have been, I don't have to have experienced what you've experienced. I don't have to have the same challenge that you have, or the same obstacle, or the same goal to help you overcome the obstacles, overcome the challenges, reach your goal. I don't have to have those same experiences. But what I have are similar experiences that relate. And as a coach, my number one job, my number one goal, my number one desire is to help you succeed at whatever that may be. Life and leadership. Life and leadership. That's what I focus on. How can I help you become a better leader? How can I help you become a better person? How can I help you become a better man or a better woman, a better mother, father, wife, husband, okay, friend, person, contributor to society? How can I help you to do that? What are some things that you've got to overcome that you want to, that you're ready to move forward? Boom. That's the things I want to help you with. So that's the things that the coach. So a coach can help you develop a map. Now, I can help you with a map. I can help you design a strategy for success. But you, my friend, you have to be the one to make the journey. You've got to be the one. I can give you a roadmap to success. All right. But I can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. I can show you the way, but you must be willing to go the way. Okay? I can show you the way. A good coach can show you the way, but you have to be willing to go the way. And that requires intentionality. That requires purpose. That requires a clear goal. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that in a moment. I'm going to mention it. And it's going to require accountability. I don't think I said accountability. If I did, well, double. Okay. So the role of the coach. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is intentionality. Intentionality. Okay. That's the heart of the process. Intentionality. Okay. Now, good intentions are never good enough. Matter of fact, good intentions, in my opinion, they don't count. You don't get points for good intentions. You get points for good intentionality. Coach Jay, what is the difference between the two? Tell me. Well, I'll tell you. Good intentions, it says, well, I was supposed to do this and I meant to do this, but I didn't do this, but hey, I had good intentions. You may have well not even stepped out of the house if you're not going to take the journey. Good intentions don't count for squat. Okay? This is your friend, Coach Jay, being straight up with you. Good intentions don't count for squat. When you make a promise, a commitment to somebody, you got to follow through. You have to be intentional. Intentional. That means purposeful. Okay? On purpose. With a purpose. Okay? Have a purpose and be purposeful, intentional in going after that, accomplishing, doing what you said that you're going to do. Okay? So, intentionality is the cornerstone of effective coaching. It involves being deliberate and purposeful in one's actions and decisions. Now, when clients approach coaching with intention, they are more likely to engage deeply with the process, reflecting on their progress and making adjustments as needed. This means setting clear intentions, clear, specific, not generalized, specific intentions, okay, for each coaching session, being open to feedback and actively participating in the discussions, okay? So when you show up to a coaching meeting, whether it's with me or with somebody else, have questions, have answers. If you said you were going to do something, then you need to have it written out, what you've done, how you did it, what were the results, and how can your coach help you? Now tell me more, help me more, okay? You got to be an active participant. Intentionality also extends beyond the coaching sessions. It means integrating the insights gained into your daily life. When you leave a coaching session, you begin integrating that. Okay, adopt the process, adapt it into your purpose. Okay, adopt the process, adapt it into your purpose. I'm going to have to go back and write that down. Meanwhile, you write it down. Adopt the process, adapt it into your purpose. Okay? So you got to be very intentional into what you've learned, cultivating new habits, and consistently evaluating your growth along the way. Also, clients who embrace this mindset are more likely to experiencing meaningful and lasting change. So I want you to be intentional. I want you to grow. I want you to have questions. I want you to come in with results. What you said you were going to do, did you do it? And if not, why not? Okay. And then we go on. Now, here's the thing. People are afraid to say, oh, I intended to do it, but I didn't because of X, Y, and Z. Now, look, folks, I I get it. People get distracted. People have other things pop up in their lives. You know, I've been on a call with friends and part of a program, maybe a group program or sessions or something, and then I had to postpone or cancel because other things popped up, and usually it's a family issue or a family time, family concern. Um, that's usually what happens. So it puts me behind, but I got to make every effort to get back on board before our next meeting. So if something distracts you or pulls you away from what it is that you said you were going to do, then do your very best to get back on track before your next meeting. Don't say, well, I meant to do this on Tuesday. Our meeting is the following, the next week, okay, on Monday. Um, but I didn't get to it on Tuesday prior. So I figure, well, a mulligan, I'll cry mulligan. Okay, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Hey, I just didn't get to it. No, no, no. You got to find a place and time to do what you said you're going to do. If you couldn't do it on Tuesday, then do it on Wednesday. When would now be a good time to do that? And if you can't do it now, when would now to schedule a time to do what you need to do? Okay, so intentionality. I can't express intentionality enough. I tell you, commitment to implementation. That's the next thing. You got to be committed to the implementation, taking action. While intention, hold on, I'm going to take a little swig here. All right, part of my goal. This is coffee, ladies and gentlemen. No sugar. Good thing I spent many years in the Army, okay? I can handle cold coffee, no sugar. I know. It has gotten cold sitting here. But no sugar. That's part of my 2025 intentional goal. No sugar, no sweets. If I do, it's going to be a part of a tiny little bit of Dr. Pepper with my popcorn. I love me some popcorn. That's my love language. Okay. The kids get a little frustrated. I found out this year because every year, Jay, Papa Jay, what do you want for Dad? What do you want for Christmas? I said popcorn, and I'm like, okay, we're not going to give you popcorn again. Come on, really, what do you want? And I had to go through this idea, okay, because one thing I don't want to do is I want them to spend their money on their kids. Time is what I want. Time and popcorn. That's it. So fortunately, I was able to get some popcorn this Christmas. So yay! But no. So that's one of my part of my 2025 goals and intentions. And I would need to lose weight. But what am I going to do? I have things coming up as an entertainer. If I don't lose a little bit of this weight, I'm not going to be able to squeeze into that costume. So I have to do that. And I know what I need to do. And I have my wife, and both of us are mentoring and coaching each other. And yes, you can coach your wife, and your husband, even though they say, don't do that. They say, don't do that. It works pretty well with us sometimes. Okay. Implementation. Okay. So while intentions, you got to be committed to the implementation. While intention lays the groundwork for success, implementation is where transformation truly occurs. It is not enough to simply discuss goals and strategies. Clients must take action to bring their visions to life. You have to take action. Okay. This is going to require accountability, discipline, and a willingness to step into the discomfort outside of your comfort zone. That's where we grow. We don't grow in our comfort zone. We stay stagnant. We stay idle. We stay average. We stay in the land of mediocrity. That's in comfort zone. If you're happy with mediocrity and you're content with average, then your comfort zone is fine. That's that. And you know what? No judgment. That's where you feel best at. That's where you want to be at. Fantastic. But if you want to do more, you want to be more, you want to have more, you want to give more, you want to live more. If you want more, you got to get out of your comfort zone. I have spent my life stretching outside of my comfort zone many times. And it's gotten me to the place where I am as opposed to where I used to be. Because where I used to be, I didn't want to rock the boat. I didn't want to step out of the boat. I didn't want to try to swim. No, just leave me in the boat and hopefully the water's coasting. No, it's not until I stepped out of it and I learned to swim and I struggled that I began to grow. And that's what you're going to have to do. And that's where a coach comes in handy. Oh my gosh, I can't emphasize a coach. I wish I'd had a coach 40 years ago, okay, or more. I'm not going to add any more numbers on that, but it would have been great. Okay, so effective coaching encourages clients to set specific. Now, here's the SMART goals. Now, if you're not familiar with SMART goals, and I wish I would have done a thing on here. Let me do this. Let me add another one on here. SMART. Okay, boom. All right, I'm going to pop that up there. SMART goals. SMART goals. So I'm going to share with you what SMART goals are. And anything you want to do and attempt and achieve this year in 2025, I want you to write it out. First of all, if you don't write it down, it's a pipe dream. Okay? You got to get it out of your brain and onto. I've got a big, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of sideways back there next to my Elvis stack. Yes, I'm a big Elvis fan if you don't know that already. But right there is a huge whiteboard. And I've got a whiteboard on top of a whiteboard, actually, with that big clip on it right there. Okay. So I write things out. I write things out. What is it I want to do? I got to be very intentional. This is my plan. This is my process. I brainstorm and I mind map and I write post-it notes. I stick post-it notes all up there. I got stacks of them right here that I put up there. And it helps me to brainstorm and plan my day, my strategy. What's it going to be for you? SMART goals. So here's what SMART goals are. Specific. They must be specific, not generalized. If you're familiar with the book Think and Grow Rich, right, by Napoleon Hill, he talks about, you're either a wandering generality or a meaningful specific. These are the things you must attempt to achieve. And if you gotta ask yourself, is this generalized or is this specific? You've got to be specific. If I'm your coach, I'm going to ask for specifics, not generalization. If you give me a generalization, I'm going to keep asking you questions till we get down to a specific. Because it's only the specifics you can do something about. It's not the generalization. If I say I want to learn music, right? I want to learn some new songs. Great. Okay. That's a generalization. But if I say I want to learn how to do what my theme song is on here. What is it? Let me go back down. Okay. A Little Less Conversation, right? Written by Mac Davis for Elvis Presley. You've heard it a million times. In fact, let me pop it on here. Okay. If I want to learn that song, I got to say, I need to learn a little less conversation. I'm going to learn a little less conversation. I'm going to sit down once a day for an hour to learn this song on this guitar. I'll just point to either one of those back there. Okay. And I'm going to learn this. And then I'm going to record it, which I'm doing recordings. These are discs right here. I'm doing some duplications. Actually, I got a big duplicator here to duplicate some music I've already done that I'm going to be giving away. So I have to be very specific, and I'm going to do it when, and I'm going to do it how. Okay. And so SMART goals is specific, measurable. Okay. Measurable, must be measurable. How much, what much? Don't say you're going to lose weight. How much weight are you going to lose in 2025? Folks, I'm going to tell you, I need to lose 20 pounds. 20 pounds. 20 pounds to make me happy. 25 will make me even happy, make me ecstatic. Okay. But I'll be happy with 20 pounds. Okay. My retirement and my love for food, I have popped out a little more. That's why you're only going to see this up. Down there, you ain't going to see this up. This is up. But I need to do that. So I know I need to do specific and measurable. I want to lose 20 pounds by March 1st. March 1st. And so how am I going to do that? Well, I already have a plan. I have a dedicated plan. I have a workout regimen. I have cutting back. Here's the thing. Cutting out sugar, half of my food intake, drinking more water, and exercising. That's my plan. Now, you may have a better plan. You may have a different plan. That's my plan. Okay. And that's a simple, easy plan that's not going to cost me hundreds of dollars. Okay. So that's part of it. Um, it's got to be achievable. Is it achievable? Can I lose 20 pounds by March 1st? I like to think I can, especially if I do what I say I'm going to do by eliminating sugars, drinking more water. Water is a great reducer of, and then half of my intake of my food, which I've discovered. When you go to a restaurant, have you been to a restaurant and you go out anymore? It seems like, okay, we are, oh, first of all, we're the fattest nation in the world. I don't know if you knew that, but we are the fattest nation in the world. Okay. And we have restaurants that give you enough food that could feed a family on one plate, a family of four. Okay. And if I eat half of that, then I just ate for two. So I have to be very, very consistent, very intentional about my portions if I want to truly lose weight. Now, once upon a time, I'd be able to eat that whole plate when I was younger because I could burn it off like that. I could eat a large pizza by myself and not gain a pound. And then I will say I got older. I won't say I got old. I got older. I am getting older. I'm not getting old. Okay? There's a difference. And some of you may be laughing at the way I say old. Okay? Because my wife laughs and other people, but I just say it like that. So I say old. I don't know why I say it like that. I've tried. I'll try harder. Okay? If it's bugging you, I will try harder for you. But it's harder to lose weight. So you've got to maintain your health. And here's what I know. It's my responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility. And one of my responsibilities is I need to be intentional about providing and protecting my family, my wife. And I can't do that if I don't take care of me. So I want you to make 2025 a year of selfishness, if you will. Become the best you. Invest in you. Okay? Lose the weight. Get the education. Invest in whatever it is that you want to achieve and become a better version of yourself. Because when you do that, you're going to become a better version for other people. It just happens. That's the way it works. Become the very best version of you, and you'll become the very best version for other people. You'll be able to add value. And folks, let me tell you something. When you're adding value to the lives of other people, you are living into your purpose. You want to know what your purpose is? Your purpose is to add value to the lives of other people, to help them succeed, to help them fulfill their dreams and their aspirations, to help them overcome a challenge. Help them. Purpose. That's your purpose. Okay. If you want to know what your purpose is, I'm going to simplify it for you. Your purpose is to add value and to help others. Your purpose is not about you, but you have to be selfish enough to take care of you so that you can do just that. Okay. So, these are some of the things. Relevant. Is it relevant to what your goals are? Does it align with what your goals are, your other goals? Okay. And that's a talk we're going to do another time because we're going to talk about alignment and agreement into your goals. But whatever you're doing right now in the SMART goals, is it relevant to what you're trying to achieve overall? And then time bound. Give yourself a time. You heard me say about me losing 20 pounds by March 1st, right? Boom, boom, boom. That is time bound. I gave myself a date. I know when I'm going to exercise. I know how much I'm going to eat and not eat. I know how much water I'm going to intake. I know no more sugar in my coffee cup. Okay. I know these things. Now, to know and do are two different things. So, am I committed to it? Yes, I am. Why am I committed to it? If you don't have a why, I can promise you, my friends, you're not going to be committed. You're not going to be intentional about pursuing your goal. You got to have a why. You got to know what your why is. Okay? And your why is always attached to an emotion, and the emotion is usually attached to the impact and the results that impact the lives of other people. You'll find out your big why when you realize that. And sometimes you don't know. Maybe you don't know right now what your big why is. You know you don't want to X, Y, and Z. You know you need to A, B, and C, but you don't know why, your big why that's going to keep you committed. And sometimes you need a coach that's going to remind you of what the why is. And that's where that's why I'm always going to emphasize you need a coach. So, okay, with these goals, the SMART goals, and let me go ahead and get rid of that. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, because we were talking about implementation. All right, implementation. And let me go and I'm going to put this up instead. This is what we're talking about. All right, I'll take it off. Okay, so implementation. So effective coaching, we know already talked about SMART goals. With these goals in place, clients can take tangible steps toward their objectives. The commitment to implementing strategies discussed during the coaching sessions that we would have is what bridges the gap between aspiration and achievement, between wishing and working for it. Okay. Between dreaming it and developing it. Okay. That's where the sessions, that's a bridge that closes that gap because there's the wanting to, and then there's the actually getting it done. Okay. And that's where I help you to bridge that gap and to stay on course and to continue to build that bridge to get to over here you want to go to. Okay. You want more money? Okay. You want $50,000 on your next end of month paycheck or end of year paycheck? You want $100,000 more, but you're over here on a $25,000 or a $50,000 wage? What are we going to do to get you here? Okay. You want to lose weight? Where are you at here? What are you going to do here? The bridge. You want to become a better husband, father, leader over here? But this is where you're at. How do you bridge this? And that's where a coach helps you. Okay. You want a coach. And when it comes to men's ministry, that's one thing I'm very passionate about. That's why I mention men a lot because I know the value of having a coach, of having a mentor, even to help you bridge that gap between where you are and where you want to be, where you are and who you can be. Okay. Paint that picture. So, all right, integrity. The next thing is integrity. My friends, integrity matters. When I was in the Army, let me see if I can carry that coin in my pocket. Yes, I am. All right, and I've shared this before, and I'll probably share it again and again because it matters to me. It's a part of what makes me who I am. Is when I was in the military, there I learned very early on what the Army values were because I was in the United States Army. In fact, I was in all three components of the Army: the active Army, National Guard, and the Army Reserves. And so there's this coin. Let me see if I can get it up to the camera. You can see it. And it spells out leadership, what the Army values are right here. Okay. And if you'll notice, see if I can hopefully clear that up. That's a little hard to read, I guess. Yeah. That's a little hard to read. Okay. Well, anyway, on here says the Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, in honor, integrity, and personal courage. I've carried this in my pocket for probably 30 plus years. 30 plus years. And I've always said, even when I was a military instructor, I taught senior leadership course in the Army. I've always said that integrity is the cornerstone of your values. If you compromise integrity, you have compromised your loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, personal courage. When you compromise your integrity, you compromise your character, okay? Your overall character. So that's why you got to keep your integrity in check, right? So, in this coaching journey, integrity is another essential component of a successful coaching relationship. This means being honest with yourself about your desires, your challenges, and your progress. Clients must be willing to confront difficult truths and engage in self reflection. By approaching the coaching process with integrity, clients are more likely to foster a genuine connection with their coach and create an environment conducive to growth. Um, and let me go on and finish this part of it before I say anything else about that. Additionally, integrity involves honoring the commitments made during the coaching process. Okay, you say you're going to do something, you got to have the integrity to follow through with that. As a coach, I am going to follow through. I am going to be loyal. I am going to be dedicated. I'm going to be committed. My integrity will not be something that'll be in question. Okay. This includes showing up at prepared sessions, following through on the agreed upon actions, and in previous sessions, and being open to exploring new perspectives. One thing I discovered about coaching clients is sometimes they've already got the answers. It's kind of like, why did you bother hiring me if you aren't open to possible solutions? If you already had in other words, I think they love the idea of having a coach. I think that's I think it's the idea of having a coach so they can brag to their friends, oh, I've got a coach. I've got a coach. Really, you've got to be open to something new, because here's what I know. You wouldn't need a coach if you already had the answers. But you don't like the answers the coach is giving you, or you don't like what the coach is digging for to pull the answers and then hold you committed to a process. You'd rather just go about it yourself, but continue to pay for a coach. Now, folks, like I said at the very beginning of this, and if you know me, if you've ever worked with me, you know the one thing that is always true. I don't want your money. I want your commitment. I want you to invest your time, your energy, more into the process than I want your money. Okay. It's not about the money. It's about helping you succeed, but you are going to pay for it. Okay. When I say that, people, oh, maybe I can get some freebies. Yeah. You get the first one free. Absolutely. And your problems and challenges and obstacles, we may come up with a solution, a strategy in that first meeting. Okay. But you're going to pay for it. So, but you got to be committed, because I don't want you to sign up for coaching and you not be committed. Because I can promise you this, and anybody that's ever worked with me would tell you, I am committed to your success. I'm committed to the process to help you succeed, but you've got to be the one to do the work. Okay. I will show you the way, but you must go the way. You must go the way. All right. Such accountability not only enhances the coaching experience, but also builds trust between the client and the coach. Right? The journey of coaching is a transformative experience that requires the active participation of both the coach and the client. There is a relationship, there is synergy between a coach and his client. While coaches provide the guidance and support necessary for growth, it is the client's intentionality, commitment to implementation, and integrity that drive real change. So, and I'll let you go on and read the blog to see the rest of it. It's not much there, but you can go back and read the blog. Go read the blog. Okay, read the blog. Consider it an accompanying PDF for this talk. Okay, but go to the blog, and I'll be posting the blog link in this video as well. Okay, so if you want to get started on a coaching journey, okay, get a coach. If you want to grow, if you want to become better than you were last year, not better than somebody else, better than you, okay, better than who you've been. If you want to grow, in your business, if you want to grow in your influence, if you want to grow in your skill sets and your talents, your abilities, if you want to grow in your relationships, get a coach. Get a coach. I will emphasize that probably so many times until the good Lord takes me home. I may be 85 years old and still come on live and say, hey, of course, by that time, I may be in a holograph. Who knows? I'll be a holograph on your desk. Okay. Or pop your watch up. Boop, and there I am. Okay. Talking to you. Coach on a wrist. And folks, I do like to have fun. My coaching clients laugh. My coaching clients have awareness. There are moments of profound awareness that they experience. But there's also a lot of laughter. There's a lot of care. There's a lot of compassion. As a military leader, some people, if you're civilian, you have this concept in your mind of military leaders being tough. drill sergeants or something, and some are. But the one thing that I've learned throughout my military career is I need to approach every individual with compassion and candor. Compassion and candor. I got to be candid, and they got to know I care about them. And how do they know I care? It's not by saying I care about you. No, it's not about saying it. It's about them seeing it, them seeing you care about them. And as a leader, I would implore you, do your people see your care? Or do they just hear you say you care? Seeing and saying are two different things. Talking and an action, two different things. Okay? As a father or a mother, do your children see that you care? Or do they just hear you say that you care? As a husband, does your wife see your care, or do they hear you say you care and love them? Do they see your love for them? As a leader, do your people see that you love them? Well, Jay, I can't say I can't love them. Well, yeah, you can. If you're not loving your people, you're not leading your people. You must love your people more than you love the position. If the position matters more than the people, you will not reach the higher level of leadership. If you want to know more about that, we can talk about the levels of leadership as well that you can achieve and attain, whether you're in a corporate world or you're leading your family or community. But you have to show the people that you love them. Wives, does your husband know that you love them? Do they see your love, or do you just say, I love you? Do they see you care, or do they just hear you say you care? I hope this is a statement that if you don't pick up anything from this, and I hope you picked up a lot, but this is something I hope that you grasp and you realize I need to make some adjustments. Do they see my love, my care, my compassion, my commitment? Do they see that? Or do they just hear me say that I love them? Say that I care about you. Say that I'm committed to the process. Say I'm committed to you. Do they see it? Or do they just hear them? Do they just hear you say it? Okay. So, embracing the journey, the intentionality of coaching, my friends. Well, this has been almost an hour now, and we're going to wrap it up. And I try not to make these too long, but hey, I want to share with you. I want you to go to the website, jkgconsultants.com /blog. And if the / doesn't work, then just open up the website and go to the little search thing, and you'll find the blogs. And read the blogs. Subscribe to the channel. I do ask you if you would do that. Subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. If there's any way and anyhow I can be of service to you as a coach, as a mentor, remember this. You get the free session the first time. Why not take a chance? It's not going to cost you anything to take that first step for a free consultation. Now, I will say this, though. I'm only going to be taking a few people this year for personal one-on-one coaching. Only a few, okay? Because I want them to have my undivided, undistracted attention, okay? As a coach, I don't want to spread myself too thin. I've got some amazing programs going on this year as well that I'll be invested in. But as a coach, I want you to know, if you're serious about, I have 5 slots open. If you're serious about making 2025 your best year yet, become the very best version of you so that by the end of the year, you can look back and say, wow, I did it. I did it. We did it. Consider it. Get the free coaching session. 1 free coaching session, okay? It's a coaching consultation. Get to know a little bit about each other, what your goals are. We'll get you started on a first action step to move forward. And time allotting. You might even develop a strategy during that conversation, okay, to move forward. That might be all you need. But if you need more, we'll talk about that as well, okay? All right, my friends. So bada bing. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. You see that right there. Just go to youtube.com. You can put ask ask Coach J. You can put the ampersand at ask Coach J, and that'll take you straight to the YouTube channel, which you are watching this on right now, and subscribe. And if I can be of service to you whatsoever, don't forget to go down to the website, go down to the email address, go down to the phone number going right there. Okay. And as always, I always like to share with everyone, I want you to get up, get out, and get at it, because the world needs what you have to offer, my friends. So don't keep it to yourself. Make 2025 the year that you get to live into your purpose and we get to reap the benefits of that. Okay, my friends? So let's get on out of here. And how do we do that? We got to jam out. All right. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.